Okay, so it's trying to engage.
After he ate now.
Did you check them?
Alright guys, so you just heard those 3 different noises, okay? And all those are associated with a bad shifter, okay? So if your shifter is bad, it could definitely give you different symptoms. Symptoms may not be spinning, may not be washing. So, but pay attention to those. So now we're under the washer and we're taking off the guard, and that's a 5/16 screw. And while you're there, check your belt, make sure your belt is in good shape. When you overload your washer, you end up destroying the belt and your pulley, so be mindful of that. And while you're there, go ahead and wipe your pulley off, make sure there's no oil or grease. We're going to do a slight WD-40 on the splutch, just a little bit, and afterwards we're going to wipe the motor pulley and the large pulley, the wash pulley, off, just to make sure nothing is left residue, because if the belt is wet or slippery, you can lose agitation or spin. So we're dealing with a bad shifter, but at first I was checking the splutch, making sure the splutch was moving freely. And to remove the shifter, you have 2 screws, Phillips, and they're green. So that's a new shifter. Sorry about the angle in here. There we go. So this is where I was spraying a little bit of lubricant. A little bit goes a long way. Sometimes I do need a little bit of lubricant. Just do not spray too much, because you don't want it dripping on the belt. Just double make sure once you're done spraying it, you wipe your belt off. Now you can use some of the WD-40 to clean the pulley, but make sure you wipe it off. Or if you want to be super careful, get some dishwashing liquid to cut or reduce or release or take off any lubricant that is on there. As you can see, we're cleaning it. Now, overloading can cause your shifter to go, because if the washer is in mid-cycle and the shifter has to pull that lever, and if it's too loaded, sometimes it can actually cause the shifter to basically become disconnected, where the traction are no longer able to move or push that lever. In fact, the shifter's main job is basically to take the washer from wash and back into spin. So if it is damaged, that's your first thing to go to. You want to get the grooves and everything good, nice and clean. So now we're going to reattach the shifter. Pay attention, make sure you get the hook into the lever. And of course, 2 Phillips screws, they're green in color. After this, you'll see the machine working the way it should. So as of right now, we're pretty much wrapping up. Make sure you put your belt back on and your belt guard. Now when you overload, you can actually cause your pulley, that big wheel, to come in contact with your belt guard, which will damage your belt and your pulley and your floor. So be mindful of that. So to put the belt on, I like to start on the motor pulley and use the large pulley to bring it on. You can do it with one hand, as you can see I was doing. All right, so we're pretty much done, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video. You'll see the washer washing nice and strong, the way it's supposed to do. All right, like and subscribe. Thank you. So listen. If you have to do